See how far away that is? You'll never find it. He's also marked the other ones and the sword location, by the way.
Okay, cool. That's actually really nice.
It's very nice. So all 3 pendants are marked on your map and the location of the Master Sword.
I appreciate you pointing at the jingle because with the audio turned out, it's a little hard to hear.
That's fair.
So especially with us talking, I can't always hear the jingles when they come up, so, you know, I might miss cues.
So the doodle-doodle-doo noise usually means something's marked on your map. Usually. Not always, I believe, but...
I kind of like having a world map. That wasn't really, like, at least a detailed world map that was helpful.
It's more... I find the world map more useful here than I do in, say, Ocarina of Time.
Well, Ocarina of Time is just a cool-looking, like, landscape.
Ocarina of Time also, you have to go find the location before it pops up on your map.
Yeah, it's covered in clouds.
Yeah.
Ah, true.
So Armos already.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you really, you don't fight them that often, but they are definitely a thing.
So diagonal sword swinging is a really helpful thing
are most memorable.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Nice fight.
I guess now that that's your default reaction to all puns, I need to make note of when you don't say that because then I know it was good.
Or I could be ignoring you.
Oh, bummer.
And he made the mistake.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why you jumped down there when you saw the door on your screen.
I knew that this was gonna make me hop down. I was checking to see if it was if there was a reward for going on that ledge.
I don't think there's actually anything you can blow up down. Or I don't think there's any walls you can
There isn't a
destroy.
link between worlds, but not
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's meant to be a shortcut.
It's an awesome shortcut too.
Yeah, which they added because there was nothing here.
I like Eagle Rock.
From Link's Awakening?
Well, I mean, these things.
Oh, the Eagle Rocks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was a reference, and I was doing
Eagle
a
Rock
thing.
was cool,
yeah.
too, though. Huh. Whoa!
Learning.
Oh, yeah!
That's true.
That's how you do it.
Next, you'll learn you don't actually have to fight them.
Cliffhanger!
Tish, welcome to the Eastern Palace.
Uh-oh.
Standard Zelda rules apply. There's a map. There's a compass. There's
a boss key.
Special
Standard
item and a
community
boss key.
property applies, and she is awarded $500,000.
Well, I know what to do. Shoot you in the eye.
With a pot.
Jordan fades back.
It's all I have.
Swoosh.
Okay, I'm making do.
And that's the game. Nothing further, Your Honor.
That's a button.
I've always thought these enemies were really stupid and uncreative. It's just a bunch of tentacles going like this.
It's like a head of lettuce.
It's like Miyamoto's like, quick, we need an enemy. What? And the developer just goes,
Here. Here, have an oak hand. Ooh, nice.
not bad. I'm really good at those multi-kills, you know? I think they should start canning out rewards for those.
No.
No, you want that? Play Hyrule Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors is good.
Isn't Definitive
is,
Edition
though.
coming out soon
Holy
as of this
crap.
recording? Nice dodge, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're too kind.
All right, if you're going to keep getting too big of a head, I'm going to stop
No.
complimenting you.
I like the praise. I won't get too into it. Am I running out of space for money?
No.
I'm so used to only being able to carry
The
99
wallet limit
rupees.
wasn't really a thing in this one. You can hold the 999.
Wallet limit is so dumb. I wish that was never a thing in this series, though, because so often you make your way through a really hard gauntlet of enemies, you get to the end, you're like, oh my god, what's my run? Oh, you can't carry that.
What is it? So 99 was the limit in the original. No, 255 is the limit in the original Zelda, right?
Yes.
255.
And then Zelda 2 didn't have rupees, and then this one had 999. And then... So did
Ocarina of
Link's.
Time started
I recognize you guys from
99.
Triforce Heroes. What a sad thing to say about such a timeless classic.
You'll get him someday, Chief!
I didn't hear what you said, but I assume it has to do with the boomerang.
Never mind. You'll hear it in post.
Nice. I honestly, okay.
I mean, this is working. They don't jump. You're gonna need to get used to that sword, though, at some point. The way he gets through this first palace is gonna dictate how he does the rest of the game, basically.
In which case, watch out.
Nice swing. Nice, he's getting it.
Good.
Sword swinging extends your reach a little bit.
Yeah. Compass without a map.
Yeah, but I believe it still does mark off things.
Well,
the
in
boss.
rooms that I've been in, and tells me where the boss is. So 2 floors for a first dungeon. That's not too bad. Not too bad. I wonder the history of this channel, how many times I made that pun. It's really obvious, and I...
Link, it is I, Shamalama Ding Dong. I can talk to you till...
I can reset
Please
your
use
game
the Virtual
anytime you
Console
want.
controller, Link. I don't know what that is, but in 20 years, maybe. Here is a hint. You can use the treasure hidden in this palace to defeat armored foes.
So
Is that a helpful hint? Probably not.
Well,
Ah, yes, the perfect puzzle solve. I'll tell you this, because you're probably not used to
It's a
this.
way to come back.
Blocks only move one square. Once they've moved one square, they can no longer be moved. You might know that from Link's Awakening and
Oh,
and
oh,
Minish
you're
Cap.
alive. You're not very effective at fighting, buddy.
He's sleepy.
nope, he's got a
Let him
lot
take a
of
nap.
HP, though.
He's giving you arrows for a reason. Because he's an armored foes.
Ah.
This
Yeah.
needs a key of some sort.
The big key. Big keys open the big
Ooh.
treasure chests and the boss door.
Okay.
The big key blues. Yes.
Hi.
Good call on that.
Shoot. Oh, man.
Hi. Pots are a very helpful weapon when you don't have a lot of items.
Yep.
They're surprisingly good.
Yeah, I noticed that they do a lot of damage and they're just really reliable. Give me my roops. Ah, oh. Cool.
Yeah. They're
really.
re-steppable spaces, basically. Yeah, pots will insta-kill most regular enemies.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. Pots are really nice. Oh, nope. Except when they do
Oopsie.
that.
But eventually you'll be powerful enough to just mess with them there.
There you are. Thought you'd get away from me. You're quite a bonehead. It's cute that you thought you could.
You got them all.
No secrets? Okay. Huh.
No.
I'll check the-
You got all the enemies.
Check the pot.
There you go.
Aha.
I was beginning to wonder if he was going to leave without getting that.
No, I was just looking to see because I'm like, I gotta be
concerned.
missing something.
And you were! Huzzah!
I'm deceased crab.
Now you're on the other bridge.
Hey yo.
Wonder if any people get that reference.
I'm sure a bunch of people do.
Yeah,
He's still doing stuff.
he's kind of a legend.
Enough. Nice.
Nice throw.
Nice.
Oh
throw.
damn! Look at you go. Hey, look at
Grabbing
you
all
go.
his hearts when he's got full health.
Ooh.
Oh man.
I can never remember what these guys are called.
Anti-fairies.
Thank you.
nice.
They will take away your magic if they hit you, as well as some health.
They suck.
The anti-fairies.
The big key! The biggest key of all! No other key is bigger than it! Now you can open the big key door. If you can get to it.
Yeah.
It's like when you get that big key, it's like a rush. I don't know. I really don't know the quote.
It's so big, it actually is bigger than your
It's
sprite.
that anticipation though.
You've just strapped it to your back and now you're using it as a weapon, like a keyblade.
Let's see if you can drop a heart for me.
You can probably drop arrows. Oh, no, right.
Heyo.
Gotcha.
Look at that.
Never mind.
It's like I know how to call them. I have the RNG chart memorized where it's like
Uh-huh,
I know that like
Yeah,
the kill
right, I'm
counter and
sure.
the consecutive kill
Yeah,
counter when they match up,
yep.
you drop the right items. That is actually how it works in Zelda 1.
I know.
Yeah, it is.
Here's your magic back. And your first
you
big
know,
item is
All that magic that I can use for things.
the bow. Finally, you can
Bow.
shoot arrows, which is why you're using the boomerang instead. It doesn't auto-equip.
Yeah, I know. I know that now. Oh.
Oh, you're in trouble.
There is a way you can sort of leave this room that's not immediately obvious, but can
Should we
help
be
you.
should we be a bit more obvious because he probably doesn't know about it?
Huh.
Yeah, it involves gravity.
I think I
and-
understand.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Never mind.
This top secret fairy room.
Scrambles the fairies.
Got a fairy.
Got a fairy?
Yeah, fairy.
I haven't seen that spelling since Neopets.
Perfect.
Neopets. Gotta love them.
I kind of miss how Neopets used to be.
Yeah, I used to actually play.
I
there.
played it a lot, but it's not the same anymore.
And you can always play the PS2 one.
I never did play that. I wanted that as a kid though, but I didn't own a PS2. I was such a big Neopets like buff when I was a kid though that I wanted to buy back when it was gonna come out for the PS1. I wanted to buy a PS1 solely so I could play that game. But then when they moved it to the PS2 midway through development, I'm like, oh, I can't afford that.
Man,
10
that's
arrows.
My cat sneezed.
Oh, that's what that was?
I hope that didn't make pee come out of him.
Sneeze while I pee.
I'm sure it like increases the effectiveness. Maybe it's like a speedrunning tactic.
No.
Speedrunning
no,
tactic.
No,
Oh
stop.
my
God.
Stop.
Wow.
You can leave the room. You can stop lighting the
No,
torch.
no. It just it brings the room together. Okay. Oh, Chris Houlihan room.
Not quite.
I know, but it looks like it.
Yeah,
I like how you know about the Chris Houlihan room.
that's awesome.
I know random bits of Nintendo trivia, but
Yeah, so for those who don't know, the Chris Houlihan room is a room in The Legend of Zelda put in there. It was a Nintendo Power Contest winner, right?
yes.
So Nintendo Power Contest winner got a room dedicated to them in this game. It's a room full of rupees, and there's a message saying like, "Hi, I am Chris Houlihan." And
This is my. The problem is that it's an air handler room, so you actually have to do something that would normally make the game not know where to spawn you.
yeah, Nintendo fucked up and actually didn't put the room in the game technically in an easily accessible room.
Yeah, there's tricks for seeing it though, but it was also removed from the Game Boy Advance re-release.
Well, that's
so weird.
Yeah, because it just says this is a secret room in the Game Boy Advance re-release. Chris Houlihan himself has never been identified publicly. There have been people on forums many times claiming to be him, though, but he's never been publicly identified, and it's not known. There's actually some debate over whether or not it was actually that same Nintendo Power Contest to get your name in the game. So we got multiple switches.
Find the correct one. You did it.
Cool. And that one's a
And you didn't trigger that one. Nice. No, that actually is triggerable. They will close the doors. It's teaching you that you have to walk around switches like on the lip.
She's a beaut.
Well, why waste ammo when I have these?
Well,
And
don't waste that
Shut
ammo
up.
either.
Oh,
What did I just say?
I know you told me not to make an unintentional mistake. How could I do that?
Exactly. Haven't you learned yet in your 2 hours of playing?
I don't know.
Ah!
Yeah,
yep.
these guys actually have
Not
to hit
on
with
the red
arrows.
ones. No siree.
And they require 2.
2 arrows to the eye, because 1 just ain't enough. Such a gratifying sound. When it just...
Okay, I've
Right when the
seen
arrow
the
hits
boss before.
Well, good, because you're there.
Ah!
Welcome to the Room of Armo statues. I believe are they? Is that what they're called? I don't
Yep.
remember.
That's right. Armos Knights. Something
Armo
like
Knights,
that.
I think, is actually what they call them. Each one takes 3 hits from the bow.
Or 12 from the sword.
Oh, you can kill them with the sword?
Yep.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I didn't either. Well, I'm the newbie, so.
Well, I guess you have to if you run out of arrows.
Yeah. I wouldn't bother.
It's not worth
Unless,
it, yeah.
well,
Ah!
it does kind of feel
Haha!
good.
It does keep you from getting crushed. Case in point, it actually just saved him.
Hit him twice.
Yeah.
This is cool feeling. They're like inflatable. Because they're not moving, they're just bouncing around, and they're very lightweight, and they move around really easily when you smack them, and then they like explode into like a bubble when you.
Well, enjoy this feeling while it lasts.
Yeah. Because nothing lasts forever.
Yeah. And once you've gotten down to 1,
Well,
I
that's
thought would
another
have
story.
happened already.
Yeah.
So I guess it's because he's just using the sword. Once you're down to 1, he becomes angry. He's not going to use the bow, is he? He's
Guess
just
not.
keep stabbing him.
He just wants
There
to
you go.
challenge himself,
It's
One
fun.
more hit.
The arrow stays in his head.
There it
Yeah,
is.
Yahoo!
There's your heart container. Which
Yeah.
no, it did not
Hearts
heal
don't
you.
fill it up. This will.
That's so weird. The heart containers don't heal you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because grabbing the dungeon item does it.
So can you not do 3 heart runs of this though? Because that didn't spawn until I had the heart container.
No, you cannot.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a 3-heart run unless you've hacked the game.
Okay.
Or you're doing a randomizer.
Interesting.
Yep.